All right, everybody, here's the set you've been waiting for, set 5 of MST Group 4. This is the final set. This is Flash versus Hyuk. And Flash versus Hyuk is the finals of the MSL. That's right, they're going to be playing for the title right here, right now, in Hyuk's dreams. That's right. Sorry, Hyuk, but you're not making it farther than the round of 64. The MST is where your road ends, and at the hands of Lee Young-ho, of course, the man you saw over there, KTF Flash, the man boy, 16 years old, and all raging CPUs. That is right. I heard that Adobe, of course, just recently bought Flash 4 more CPU cores for his brain, so now he is on officially octo-core. Of course, Adobe sponsors Flash, get it? And Hyuk, on the other hand, managed to pull his first and last win of the MSL. Last game against Crazy Hydra, a man who will be forgotten in history. I don't even remember his name anymore. What was his name? Like Ultralisk or something? Yeah. Anyway, Lee Young-ho here, KTF Flash at the top. This is Destination 1.1. And Flash looking quite intense right there. Flash with no visual, no eye twitches right now that I can see. I gotta say, my new judgment is that Flash's eye twitches are a bad thing. That's right. I'm actually thinking that when he twitches, he actually is going to lose a game, is how I'm going to call it from now on. Because I do think it is a sign of extreme just exertion, being not able to sleep for days and days because he's constantly on the treadmill that is the KTF team, doing everything for them, basically. Even though they now have 2 other players who are supposed to be doing things, Flash is still the one that wins most of the time. And of course, he's always got himself in every single Star League out there, and always gets far in every one, so that doesn't help his cause at all. The other part that doesn't help is the fact that he has not gone through puberty yet, and hence does not have the stamina of most adult men. He is the opposite of Reach, even though I am a big fan of Reach. The opposite of Reach is Flash. He is the monster boy. He is literally a boy. He is a young boy who somehow is so freaking good at StarCraft. It is not even funny. As long as he's not malfunctioning. He's also a machine, too. Whereas, you know what? I'm not going to go any further with this analogy. We got a drone moving out here for Hyuk. Hyuk's going to be going for a 12-hatch build, of course. And, you know, on Destination, we could be expecting Flash to go for mech. You know, that is, it would actually be very surprising for me if he didn't. And he is going to go for mech here on Destination. We'll see which variety of mech it is, whether it's going to be the Vulture run by, which certainly has been done very often on Destination, whether it's going to be some Lita-esque Wraith Micro, whether it's going to be one fact into expansion, or whether it's something insane like the build we should not mention, made by the guy whose name starts with an F. But we'll see what happens, and looks like we've gotten ourselves probably a 3-hatch opening there for Hyuk. So Hyuk taking the traditionalist approach. It's actually, 3-hatch openings are actually not bad against mech, because you'll be able to get a lot of Hydras in the mid-game and be able to pull off a timing attack if the situation warrants it. And we'll see if Hyuk manages to do anything of that sort, or if he does nothing of that sort, or if he just forgot to build another hatchery. That would be funny. No, of course not. Hyuk is actually not that bad. I can't believe I just said that. But he's not that bad not to build a 3rd hatchery, obviously. So, looks like Flash is going to scout that fact, and Hyuk has constructed a the start of a decent front door for himself, because most likely Flash, of course, has gone mech. Even Hyuk doesn't even need to really scout that to know it. He won't be able to, because the Marine greeted him there on the bridge. But of course, most Terrans do go mech, and so you know, he's going to need a little bit of a wall there to prevent Vultures from running by easily. Flash is mining with just 1 SCV on gas, by the way. Oh, and I was going to say, that leads me to think he's going to be going for for a command center, but no, he's actually getting a starport early. This is very interesting, and I think he's going to go for a command center now too, so it's just going to get 1 Wraith to do some harassment, and he's going to expand at the same time, I think. Now, the thing is, Flash is playing mighty fancy so far, and I don't like that because I get scared when Flash plays fancy. I get scared for Flash because he often gets this fancy play syndrome that either works out brilliantly for him or causes him to lose to horrible players. And the thing is, he doesn't need to win brilliantly to win against Hyuk. He just needs to to keep one eye open. Basically, he can have his entire face twitching, and he could still beat Hyuk. He could be going through like a petite mal seizure and still beat Hyuk. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Flash managed to pick off one drone already with his one vulture, and looks like it gets killed off by those two Hydralisks coming out. Flash is expanding. Oh, this could be bad for Flash now that I'm thinking about it. Flash is probably getting dropships. I think he's going to go for a vulture drop. This is actually looking like that build. That build that we don't speak of very often. But I really hope Flash can hold off against just a straight-up 3-hatch Hydra attack, because that would be absolutely shameful if he lost to it. Obviously, I don't think it's possible. Oh no, but look at this. Hyuk is not getting a lair, so this leads me to think he is going to be going for 3-hatch Hydras here. Flash, of course, needs to get some mines down immediately, ASAP, or else there's a great danger he will actually lose to it. I'm not even kidding. That would be absolutely ridiculous, but it's possible. And now Flash is getting a vulture picked up by this dropship. I'm getting scared because I might have to humiliate myself if Hyuk somehow manages to beat the great Flash. Flash right now with only one bunker in the front. Where are Flash's troops? I don't think he knows. I don't think he has any idea what's happening. Now he should know. If he sees no lairs, he should know that there's going to be a Hydra rush of some sort. And it looks like Flash having some trouble dealing with these Lings. Nope, not really. Oh, Flash having to pull his SCVs out to meet these Lings are pressing up. Where the hell are Hyuk's Hydras? It's like he went for a Hydra rush, except he forgot to build Hydras. Where are his Hydras? Flash, though, in a bit of trouble if he doesn't hold this off. Flash needs to get mines. Where the hell are Flash's mines? Oh, no. Flash right now gonna lose these vultures. He has managed to do some damage, but no! Flash loses his bunker. This could be horrendous for Flash. Flash forced to defend with all of his SCVs. Oh, my God. Is Flash gonna be able to hold this off? Flash holds off the one Hydralisk there. Jeez, that was close. Flash, you're a moron. Oh, my God. I just want to go over there and smack that kid in the face. Flash, why are you doing this against Hyuk? You're making me look bad, Flash. You don't need to do anything fancy. Just play StarCraft. Oh my God, Flash in trouble again. More Hydras, and there's still no Marine in the bunker. Finally, a Marine gets in the bunker. I think that's gonna hold off Hyuk's attack. Oh my God. I am so scared that Hyuk is going to win, and I'm going to be the laughingstock of myself and the world. I seriously will be ashamed of myself if somehow Hyuk manages to beat Flash. But it looks like Flash has just got like all of his SCVs blocking the bridge. That's not the best thing to do with SCVs, unfortunately. And where are his friggin' mines? Get mines, Flash. Alright, so Flash is going to drop, but unfortunately, he has speed. Is that speed I see? No. Yeah, it is speed. Wow, why did you get speed and not mines? The world wonders. Alright, so Flash right now is going to be able to just annoy Hyuk, but I can't believe that he's not going to be able to do any more damage. I mean, this build is so bad. It is so bad. Because Fantasy does it, man. I said it. Fantasy does this build. And Fantasy loses all the time. So if Flash loses because of this build, I am going to be enraged. Flash building a ton of bunkers. Where the hell are Flash's other units? What the hell is going on? Flash's front is just ridiculous at this point. Flash has an armory, but he's not building Goliaths. It seems that he's switching to Medic Marine here to deal with this 3-hatch build, which is rather all in from Hyuk. Flash with 3 bunkers. What the hell is going on? Oh my God, Hyuk could win this game right now. He's gotten all these forces surrounding up to Flash's bunkers. No, Flash is going to hold it back with 3 bunkers and almost all of his SCVs repairing. Actually, I still think he's got maybe 5 or 6 left. But Flash, yes, Flash dropping some vultures. Even though this build was retarded, he is going to win the game, it appears. Oh my God, Deus Meals. Oh my God. This is just ridiculous. Hyuk going up again. Oh no! Is Hyuk gonna win? This time, no! Hyuk's actually gonna... Flash! Flash wins! Hyuk GG's! Holy crap! What a game! I cannot believe it. This game was much more exciting than I thought. Flash going for a retardedly complicated build. Why did you do that, Flash? Why did you need to do that? And Hyuk, good job, Hyuk. Good job. No, actually, honestly, good job, Hyuk. I am actually proud of Hyuk for taking it that far against Lee Young-ho, scaring the poop out of me that Flash would actually lose that game and just humiliate himself. Basically, if he lost the game, it would be basically like someone poured salt water into my laptop and everything got fried. Because that's what would happen. He got EMP'd. That would be the only explanation for what happened to Flash's brain. He got lobotomized. I mean, he was that close to losing. I think Flash knows it, and I think someone in the KTF house should go and beat up Flash for doing this. You know what the problem is? Reach left. That's right. Reach used to be on KTF, and Flash used to win because Reach was the captain in KTF, and every time Flash did something retarded like that, and won anyway, Reach would go home and give him a gigantic noogie. Anyway, we're going to be moving on. Actually, no, this is the end of the video, so thank you guys for watching. Leave some feedback. Hope you enjoyed.